Namaste, Jai Bharat. Most probably, it's at the instance of Trump that Microsoft suddenly cut all their services to Nayara in Bharat. It follows after the ban on Nayara and their refusal to send petroleum products to European Union. Of course, they cut only 40% and they are in difficulties and the people are against the respective state authorities. So Microsoft just stops it. Now, these kind of activities from Trump will make Bharat stronger. That he doesn't realize. He doesn't have that kind of sturdiness and mental strength, spiritual strength. Obviously, he doesn't have. But Bharat is a nation with immense strength internally, inner strength and courage. So these kind of activities will make us make our own things, as you see it in the history, right from supercomputers through cryogenic engines to all kinds of things. You just do such things to Bharat, good for us in the long run, because we'll become more and more self-dependent, independent and autonomous. So these people have stopped their services, Microsoft services to Nayara, and immediately, of course, our some other corners started substituting it, but the Nayara goes to the court. This is a problem. Abruptly, if you stop our services, many things, many data or records of the company shall be in the clouds, and from the clouds recovery shall be difficult, and it shall be very difficult until the services begin. So they go to court and say that what is this? You suddenly stop it, and their plea is that they are following European Union orders. Now that's again funny. See, we always say that these people have double standard for this. European people, Europe, USA, all those people have this one particular thing in their head. Convenience is their criteria, nothing else. But on the other hand, they do speak about big things which doesn't suit them in reality. Their action and their thoughts have no correspondence. They speak of philanthropy, humanism, this thing and that thing, but they really are not so. I don't know why they make such self-deceptions, self-stultifications by making these things. Anyway, that's their problem, but it should not become our problem or my problem. That's it. Now, they say that we are following the European Union's law, but man, you should follow it in that land. We're not in Bharat. You're expected and supposed to be following the rules of this land. Even in a ship, moving ship, the ship, if it is registered in a particular place, that land's law prevails, and the captain is supposed to be everything or in front of the law of that land. You know these norms, but then you just make silly excuses that we are following that. You follow it there, but when you are in our land, you should not violate our laws. And then Nayara is going to, I think, Delhi court and plea with all those things. Let's see what happens, but this is really not going to put us in any kind of dark day difficulty, and whatever difficulty comes, Nayara is capable of solving it and coming out of it, as people of Bharat have always come out of such situations. You try it, and each time you make such silly kinds of offenses, that makes us more and more strong and more and more determined. You stop underestimating Bharat, at least when we keep getting it back from us. You do this and suddenly something else comes. You don't think that we'll just sit quiet and take your bullying. That used to be a case once upon a time when we had a Congress government, weak government, who just depended on you, I don't know for what. Certainly, if they have depended on it, that's their foolishness. Or even some other reasons to depend on Europe and the US, I don't know. But then if they depended on you, it was your absolute their foolishness. But that's not the case anymore. With change in our system, even the nation, the people become more Swabhimani and confident. And you can see it in every sphere of our existence or your existence in the entire world. And at this time, you do such things, which will only enable us to react more. We are not proactive to things, though we ought to go for this proaction at times, but then we still are not. But then reaction will be strong. Like Pakistan doesn't understand it, you also will learn the hard way, I suppose. Go on, go on. Nayara has other ways and means, but you just can't expect us to succumb to your pressure, and this pressure is spurious to us. We shall meet again. Until we meet, Namaste. Jai Bharat and Jai Sri Ram.